there. So I've got my scissors. I'm actually really scared to do this. Oh my god. Also, hello and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be, it's probably not going to turn out very well. Basically, because we're obviously in quarantine, I have decided to cut and dye my own hair. I haven't done it yet, obviously. I'm just doing an intro now and then we'll probably do it tomorrow. I last got my hair cut in September and it was like up to here, so I'm hoping that I can kind of cut it to that length again. But obviously I know it's quite difficult to do because it's like, if you put it forward, it's kind of shorter at the back, if that makes sense, because to get it straight, do you know what I mean? Like, so it's gonna be difficult. I did already cut my like front bits as a practice. That side's fine because it's just like one bit of hair, but that one is a little bit dodgy because this bit is a bit too short. But once you brush it back, I don't think you can really notice. So yeah, I did that as a practice, but I don't know how it's gonna go because also I'm dyeing it pink as well, so I don't know. Not permanently pink, semi-permanent, whatever that means, but yeah, wish me luck. Hopefully in the next clip I will be trying to cut my hair. I have watched one tutorial on it and this girl separated her hair in 2 parts, tied it in a ponytail and like snipped just above the hairband. So I do think I am going to use that just as a guide length and then try and neaten up, or maybe get someone else to neaten the back up because yeah, it's going to be difficult, but you know, if worse comes to worse, I can always get someone to neaten it up, like an actual hairdresser or something once we're allowed out. But I thought it'd be kind of interesting to do. Obviously not advised because there's a very high chance that it's not going to look very nice, but I thought I'd try it anyway and make a video out of it because it would probably be semi-entertaining. Okay, so it's the next day and I've just straightened my hair because I found a different tutorial from someone who is actually a hairdresser on YouTube. So I followed a different tutorial to the one that I watched yesterday, so I'll link that in the description just in case anyone else wants to try and do the same thing. But firstly, I've straightened my hair because that's what he said to do. And I've kept my parting where it normally sits, but parted my hair in exactly half because what this tutorial said to do was split it in half, and then also this side is like longer than that side anyway, so it's already uneven to begin with. But yeah, part it into 2 and then part the 2 into 4 from where your head is at the highest point. And he used a comb. I don't have a comb, so I'm just gonna use a ruler to try and like find where the highest point of my head is. So I've got my ruler and I don't know how he did it. He just kind of balanced it. I don't know. Obviously it's kind of hard to do on my own because I can't really see, but it's normally like right behind the ear. So there. Yeah, that does end up literally right behind my ear. So let me just part that as well. And I'm using just like a pointy eyeshadow brush because I don't have one of those special combs. And I also don't have any clips to section it off, so I'm just gonna use a normal hairband for a sec. And then I'm doing the same on the other side. Where did I put? Okay, so these are my 4 sections parted off, and what parting it in 4 sections does is to stop it having that V at the back when you cut it at the front, if that makes sense. So those 2 parts will be further to the back, obviously these 2 parts will be at the front. So now I'm just going to flip them. Are they going to stay? No, I'm just going to double knot that. Okay, now for the more interesting part is where we choose the length. So I'm just going to brush that part through again because I kind of knotted it. And I think he said it had to be like, you have to choose the length off to the side because that will make sure it stays straight. So like coming down on your shoulder like that. Okay, I think that might work. Although as you can tell, because there's a bit of give here, that bit's going to be longer at the front, but I think I can just fix that quite easily because it's like literally right in front of me. So I think that's the length. Maybe I'll make it a bit longer just in case it really goes wrong. Okay, we're gonna go for that length, I think. Okay, I'd say they're at the same point. So those are done. The back ones are going to be a bit more difficult just because I have to do them at like that angle. Okay, so those are those little bunches done, and the bands are where I'm going to cut my hair. I might speak too soon, but I think I've done a pretty good job, like that's very equal. And as you can see, my hair isn't completely flat at the ends anyway, and in this tutorial he said to do like a rough cut, so it's like less noticeable if there are any like jagged ends. So I've got my scissors. I'm actually really scared to do this. Oh my god, also it just looks so short when I've got it up to my face. Okay, let's just try it. Okay, so I've realised a problem. Because I can't go all the way up to the band with it, I'm worried that they're actually all going to be different lengths. Okay, first one done. Okay, so far they look the same length on the ends there. I'm just going to do the back ones. There's so much hair on my floor now. It's kind of sad because I really like my hair, but I just fancied trying to cut it. So I've chopped them and they're now all a pretty similar length, so time for the reveal. Okay, that's... oh. Okay, so the front bits are longer, but that isn't too choppy. It's the back bits that I'm worried about because they were quite thick. Okay, I can't really see. I reckon the back's gonna need a little bit of fixing up. Let me just have a little look in the mirror. Okay, that actually worked so well. I am just gonna try and like do that like cutting action at the front because it is a little bit shorter and a little bit like layered, and the back really isn't as bad as you'd think. Like, let me see if I can show you. There is like one section that will need like a little bit of a tidy up, but I'll get someone else to do that, but it's really not that bad. So I'm actually really not mad about it. Like, I'm really actually quite happy with it. So the dye is still on its way, so I will be back with you when the dye's arrived and give that a go. Okay, so my dye has finally arrived. It literally took so long. And I wanted the pastel pink colour because obviously I want my hair to be pastel pink, but it looks quite orange and that scares me a lot. Like, I'm really unsure about this colour. Like, to me that is just orange, but I'm going to try it anyway and pray that my hair doesn't turn out literally that colour, because I'm going to dilute it with some conditioner anyway because I've watched quite a few videos on it and that's what people seem to be doing. So I feel like I watched the footage back of me cutting my hair and I feel like I didn't really comment on the haircut, and I'm genuinely really like impressed with how it looks. Like, it just looks fine. Like, it doesn't look choppy. It is really quite straight. I followed a Brad Mondo tutorial and I've actually been non-stop watching his videos since because I just want to get some tips on dyeing my hair. And weirdly, on the bottle it says to have towel dried hair, but everyone I've seen do it has dry hair. But I'm going to follow what the bottle says, and my hair is a little bit damp, so I'm just going to separate it, I think. I don't actually have any clips to separate my hair, so I'm just going to use these little hairbands, which I know isn't ideal, but it's better than nothing. Okay, I really ought to have a mirror behind me, but I don't. So I'm literally risking it even more by doing it without a mirror behind me. Oh, I really need a clip to like keep this bunch of hair out of the way. Jesus Christ. With this one? Okay, I don't know if that's really dumb, but that's keeping it out of the way. I don't really want to get dye on that though, but we're just gonna go with it. I've kind of done this in the wrong order, like I haven't even mixed my stuff yet. I actually bought a special hair dye like pot and brush set from Amazon, so we're gonna crack that open. These brushes are huge, but I feel like that's gonna really get it done quicker. I also feel like I probably shouldn't dye my ears, but we're amateurs here. Ooh, there's even a comb. Okay, so apparently any white conditioner will do, so I just picked up whatever we have from our bathroom, which is the Garnier Ultimate Blends Conditioner. I also bought up some new fairy lights, which have a really cool remote. But I feel like that's the nicest colour. I really hope that's not flashing in the video, that's gonna really annoy me. I don't know how much I need. I feel like that'll be okay for now. These bits are really annoying me. Okay, I really don't know how much I need of what. I don't know about this conditioner. It's kind of weird. But that colour's looking really nice. I'm glad I diluted it because that orange colour is a no. Okay, I definitely need more of both though because that's not enough dye. In these videos that I've watched, I've also seen that it comes out lighter like once you've washed it out and dried it. So I'll do it like a little bit darker than I actually want it, but oh my god, this is so orange. It's a very warm tone pink. I know pink's a warm tone colour anyway, but it's kind of scaring me because if it fades orange, I'll be so upset. So I'm just gonna go straight in with it. So I've got quite a large problem. This is the last bit of dye I have, and as you can see, I haven't done this side. So one side is probably going to be a different shade because I've also run out of the conditioner that I used. So I fear for my hair. So I'm just gonna go find some more conditioner, try and mix up that shade again, and I'll be back. Okay, I feel like that's quite a similar shade. I'm gonna try, I still don't really have a lot, but I'm gonna try and go over my whole head again anyway, just to kind of eliminate the chances of it being two different colours. Also, it doesn't really look that pink anyway, so I'm just gonna add a bit more dye and I'm literally just gonna go with my hands because I'm bored of using the brush now. Why is that brushing out white? I'm so confused. It just doesn't look very pink to me. There's so much conditioner in my hair over here. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I don't feel like I can put any more conditioner in my hair if I tried. So it says to wait 15 minutes and then rinse out with with water. I have seen people do it with cold water, but I don't really want to do that, so I'm just going to do it with like lukewarm water and hope that it's actually done something to my hair. Okay, so that literally didn't work. I'm gonna give it another go because I literally just want results. So I'm gonna make it a bit darker because I think maybe I just made it a bit too light, and then go over pretty much my whole head again. I'm gonna ignore the roots because it's just not gonna take to my roots anyway. Okay, so I've curled it and I've done a little look for it, and it definitely needs to be more pink. Like I feel like you can barely see it. I have actually just ordered some more because I literally used the whole pot, but I diluted it with quite a lot of conditioner. So I did it twice. This is the outcome of the second time, but as you can see, I've definitely missed like a lot of, like there's just still a lot of blonde going through it. So I am gonna do it again. But for some reason it's made my whole hair look darker, and I know that sounds stupid because obviously I've dyed the blonde bits, but with there still being a lot of blonde, I expected the pink to be brighter, if that makes any sense. So hopefully once I do it the second time, it will like just be brighter in some way, somehow. But I was speaking to my friend that does hairdressing as well, and she says because it's a pastel pink, not to dilute it, and the colour in the bottle kind of scares me. Like I don't want it to be that colour, but then I guess because like when my hair was wet just before I dried it for the pink, it looked really, really dark, and now as you can see it's like really subtle. So I might take her advice and do it without diluting it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this video here because it's literally already taken me over a week to make. I spent so long waiting for the dye to arrive, and then I dyed my hair twice and it still didn't really work, so I'm gonna leave it here, but I will be doing it again and it'll be pinker. And if I still haven't uploaded this video by then I'll add it in, and if I have, then it will just be in one of my future videos. Okay, so today is Wednesday the 22nd of April. I started filming this video Friday the 10th of April, so it's been 12 days since I started trying to film this video. After the last clip, I ordered 4 more packs of that dye because I was like, I'm obviously just not using enough. And what you saw there faded out pretty quickly anyway, and I think the curly hair also made it look darker than it was, although as you can see it's still, actually to be fair, it's just the light. Like it does look dark on camera, but in person it looks a lot lighter. But this morning I sat down, they literally arrived this morning, and I literally got out of bed as soon as it arrived and put it on my head because I was like, I literally just want to have pink hair and be over and done with it. And this is the complete result. I know this video's had like 3 endings, but this is the final result. I literally spent all day today editing that video, and oh my god, it's taken me ages to edit. Like there's just so much footage everywhere. But anyway, that should be up Thursday 5 PM. Overall, I'm quite happy with the result. I would prefer to obviously have it like all over my head and not have these dark roots, but I'm not going to bleach my own hair. Like I think that's just too far. I'm happy with what I could possibly achieve. I think it's a cute colour. I would like it to be like brighter, if you know what I mean, but I just don't think my hair is blonde enough to achieve the colour that I actually want, which is weird because I thought my hair was quite blonde, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I also did just film this makeup look, which will probably be up at some point in the future. I literally am wearing the fattest lashes I've ever owned. Obviously that one's not on properly, but also while I was looking back, or while I was editing today, I realised that when I showed off my like haircut at the back when I first cut it, it looked so choppy, but it actually doesn't look that bad. Obviously it has grown out a bit now, but it's not as bad as it looked in that first clip. So hopefully you enjoyed this video because it took so long to film and edit. If you did, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.